everyone. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Dragonbane Night at the Adventure Archive. So happy we have some other viewers and returning viewers as well. So we got Ponty 2000. Welcome from, good morning, I guess, right? God Morgan. How do you say that, Mass?
Moron.
Ah, more like moron. Okay, or was that a joke? And we got Mr. B. Yeah, Mr. B plays. What's going on? So, before I begin, got to thank some people as always. Patrick as well. I saw a new Dragonbane Foundry system dropped. I have not installed it yet in fear of it messing some stuff up, so I'll do that after. But awesome to see there's some more updates coming, as well as the other Dragonbane developers, Year Zero Engine, and support. And of course, the beautiful music composed by Andreas. We're listening to it right now. Dragonbane soundtrack. You can check out a SoundCloud in the description, or a link that I think Ryan is going to post, as well as Heimat der Katastrophe and Noel, who generously allow us to use all of their entire discography on all of our games. So go check out their amazing Dungeon Synth. They even have a subscription service. It's like 10 or 11 bucks, and you get everything. It's like 4 albums a month. It's pretty awesome. And thank you guys for watching the video. If you're in the chat, appreciate a like on the video, as well as if you're watching in the future, so other people can find us. We are on episode 14. I think this is the longest campaign I've run so far on stream. I haven't beat Ryan yet, though. I got to hit like, what, 50 some odd episodes? Something like that.
On stream?
Yeah, like Dark Kingdoms. What was that? I think it was like 30
on
something,
stream,
right?
maybe like 50 or something like that.
But then there was another like year before that.
Yeah, we were in the campaign for 2.5 years.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Almost weekly.
And I have also been informed that sometimes we get audio crackling. I tried to look into it. I couldn't see any rhyme or reason why periodically the audio would crackle. It was weird. I think it was only when Ryan and Jess were talking, but I feel like it was more of a time area than when you spoke. I don't know. Anyway, hopefully
yeah, it was like everybody
tonight.
in like a 30 second or a minute long period. There was just a lot of crackle. So I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's when, like, I remember your camera cut out. So maybe like there was like a technical issue, like
maybe
in general.
It could have been.
But I don't remember that being the time when I watched the video.
Maybe
I don't know. Yeah, exactly 50 episodes plus a postmortem for Dark Kingdoms.
Wow. Damn, look at that.
666 views. Just saying, on that playlist.
Nobody watched that playlist. Leave it right there. Okay, well, I'll do a brief recap and we'll get into it. If you guys missed last week, hopefully you didn't, because some crazy shit went down. We completed the Riddermound quest. They retrieved a demon crown and decided to keep it rather than taking it to the general store in exchange for a barn that was going to turn into a chapel, presumably. So they still have this crown. They figured out that it, I think it's half damage when demons attack you, something like that. So in fact, it's not an evil demon crown. It is an anti-demon crown. They also found another piece of the statuette. So in their possession are 2 pieces, and we know that there is a woman in the inn who is really anxious to get her hands on those things to protect them from evildoers, I guess. Nobody really knows. In exchange, I think she said she was going to give 50 gold per piece, but the players are keeping them held closely, so maybe more money. I don't know. $100 to the player to get Morning Cloak killed. Well, maybe that'll be Cerriel, because what happened last time was when they skedaddled back to Outskirt, there was an interesting person waiting for them at the table. That was a man from Cerriel's past, not a romantic man, but he was the champion of her father, the Duke. And you didn't really explain like who you are and what's going on,
Princess
right?
Cerriel.
I kind of did.
You kind of did? Well, I mean, did you explain like why you're here and why you fled, or no?
I mean, kind of. I let everyone know that, I was
You're a
supposed to
princess.
I was supposed to be a princess. No, I was supposed to be like a duchess, but I wasn't into that life. It's what?
So anyway, this burly elf knight was sitting at the table right when they walked in. Yeah, he was so generous to buy them all meals after their long journey home. Well, to outskirt. And but he did inform Cerriel that she must return in the morning. Otherwise, every day she delays, he will personally make sure that each one of her party members is slain. So one by one, it's up to her. Anyway, he retreated to his room. Doesn't seem to be too worried about anything. You guys kind of digested that news, and I'm not sure if you guys digested your food at all either. But we're gonna kick it off right now. Night has clearly fallen, according you can see on the map. And in outskirt, you guys are at the Three Staggs Inn, which is right here, sitting at this table still, I believe. So
We are not. No,
no,
sir.
you moved. Okay.
We've been walking around the city.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that. You guys made the rounds. That's right.
We cased the
You cased the
gates.
joint. You cased the joint. That's right. And I don't think you found anything, right? Just you saw some people. You saw some a guy in the guard towers, the north gate and the south gate. You also know that there is individuals patrolling the palisade gates on the outside. Not very many though. Remember, outskirt is a very, very small settlement, so it's not like there's a line of ants of people basically marching around. But you do know that both gates are closed in the evening, and they're also manned by guards.
Do we how much monies do we have on us?
I don't
Cool
know.
stuff.
How much monies you guys got?
Yeah, sorry.
3
How
gold
much money
and
we
1
got?
silver.
Not much. Let's see. 3 silver, 1 gold.
We got any cool stuff?
I have 10 gold. I don't know what you guys are doing with your money.
I also have these 2 weird ancient coins.
Oh, that's right.
Yes. Didn't you give us 1 each, I believe? We all have an ancient coin.
You guys
I believe
got
that's
them.
correct.
Yeah, you guys got them from the sarcophagi, right? The destroyed sarcophagi in
Yes.
Riddermound. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so while you guys are sitting down here, the crowd in the common room is thinning. People are leaving. There's a couple of stragglers who look like they're a little too drunk to either climb up to bed or out the front door. But it's getting very quiet, with the exception of what's her name, Vagnhild, in the back, kind of cleaning up. To the rattle of cookware. You're also tired.
So,
Because
yeah.
Well, my thought is, as the Lord of Nature, I guess, sent me a message. We were in the opposite of Discord, and I was reminded that the gate's closed. People at it. I say in character, this is me, or I've had my coffee. Much better. So maybe we should grease some palms. Or give them money.
Yeah, just so you guys know, there's only one individual per gate in those towers.
Kill them.
That you've seen, anyway.
Well, we have coin to give to the guards.
I don't have grease.
Would mud work?
Anything works at a pinch. But it would just be much easier if the gate was, ajar and a guard's back was turned. They know us. We've met them, or at least know our faces. They know
They've
good,
got
upstanding
tails.
citizens of whatever the fuck this town's name is.
Outskirts.
Outskirt.
We'll just have to be quick because I'm sure whatever we can pay them, my knight friend can pay them more.
And
Yes, but
just-
he's
oh, sorry. go
asleep.
ahead. Yeah. Just so you know.
And just as you say that, he wakes up and comes
He
downstairs
wakes up.
and stabs you in the fucking heart.
So the gate around the town, it's not very tall.
Mm.
It's probably like a man and a half tall. So maybe like 7 to 8 feet. It's not like these towering, spiky palisade walls. So
That's 3
What's the name of
dados.
your blood golem? It's Brian. It's tall as Brian. Is that what it is?
Yeah. Brian Knight.
So climbable, very climbable. You guys could totally manage that.
Could a horse climb it?
A horse cannot climb it.
Yeah, true.
Well, I don't see why we couldn't just leave. Let's say that we leave from the south gate, but then double back and go up north instead, tricking them with weird bushcraft rolls, perhaps.
Mm.
The gates, they don't usually keep people in that want to leave. It's just people out that want to come in at night, correct?
I assume so.
And save some coin. So
Yeah, everybody knows you. You guys have been here. You guys have left and come back numerous times. So yeah,
but Bob is at the south gate,
yeah, Bob is at the south gate. So yeah, they've all just let you through. They recognize you. So
So
Going
do
with my
we-
plan or what?
Do we tell them something that they can pass on to the knight?
Tell him he can go fuck himself.
Okay,
Good job. Good luck.
fair enough.
Well, I assume that when the knight finds us gone, he will go to the gates and ask, and they will, if we're clever, tell them that we went southeast. But instead, we will go out the southeast gate and head north. Aye?
Yes, I like it.
Yes, we should.
It is a plan.
It is a plan.
We have some rations. We can live out in the forest for a long time.
Are we still planning to go to stables?
Yes.
oh, okay.
We can't burn them now. Don't know it was us.
We can do whatever we want, but we're taking the horses or killing them. It'll take longer for him on foot or on a horse not so fast.
All right.
You choose, Sir Morning Cloak. You seem to be the man with a plan.
What do you think,
I
Chat?
can-
Kill the horse? Take the other one?
Not rideable, it dies.
I'll try to ride.
Yeah, you.
Jeez, that was almost like a involuntary reaction.
I think it is at this
I,
point.
I think it is. I think it is. Okay. So
I
yeah.
would happily cast protection from magic on you if you, when you go on your mission. Perhaps there is some magic involved in the protection of the horses. I do not know, of course, but
Well, we'll all be together. Let's do a charade. Go into the inn. You'll do your normal scampering away. We'll be like, "Oh, we're tired." And then out the window.
oh, I see. I mean, we could just leave right now and just, yeah, let's take a walk and murder said horses.
My thought, and I could be wrong, is every barrier gets us farther away. If he comes downstairs, the people say, "Oh, they're in their room." He has to take the time to either wait for us, probably because he is a knight, he's not going to just burst into into the lady's room. You know, by the time he realizes, it could be hours. You know,
Yes.
by the time he realizes, he has to get into the rooms, and then he has to go find that his horses are dead or gone, and he has to go find it. Like, every step takes us farther away.
Mm-hmm.
If we simply leave, he can just say, "Where did they go? Oh, they didn't come back to the inn last night. Oh," like, boom, hours gone.
I see. I see. Yes. No. This makes perfect sense. I shall go to the square outside and hang out around the statue and be a lookout.
Okay.
Nice meeting everyone. Goodbye.
Okay, so Darrow heads over to the old statue in the square.
Yeah. If
You
you
think we
could
can
move,
sneak out?
because
Oh,
of the
sorry. Let me unpause the game. There you
Oh
guys go.
God,
You
man.
can move now.
All right. So the rest of us head back to the inn.
Okay.
Yes.
Do your parts. Act as if you don't act, just go to your rooms. In 10 minutes, 5 minutes after going in, make your bed as if you're in it, go to the window, and I will be there. You too, Duck.
Sounds easy enough.
You can't even float or anything, right? Like, you're purely unflighted, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. he's on-
See, like, it should at least be like a chicken who can slightly get airborne, you know?
Yeah. Well,
Less
I mean,
fall
he can't
damage.
swim. He's got the swimming ability, right? That's his skill. So. Okay, so Darrow is outside. The streets are quiet. You see the the glowing windows, candles kind of snuffing out here and there as people settle down. And then awful, I know. But other than that, there's not any traffic. You hear the dogs barking here and there, but that's it. So I guess
Can I see the stables from here?
no, they're on the other side of the yeah, they're on this side of the inn. So you're over here. This is the square.
Well,
I mean, I assume that we all know where the stables are.
Yeah.
And so I'm just gonna walk
Follow
over
your
here.
nose. Oh, okay, so you're gonna make
This
your
is where I
way-
am now,
Okay.
because that's where the action will hopefully happen.
Okay, so you make your way to the stables. Quietly or no? Or are you just kind of meandering over there? Like you're not trying to be quiet?
I am not trying to be anything.
Okay. So
Everyone knows me. I sleep outside. It's fine.
That's true. You go over there. Some of the lights are still on in the inn, especially on the bottom floor where Some cleanup is being done. So there's a little bit of light spill outside, but it's still relatively dim. And you hear snoring.
Oh,
Definitely outside.
definitely outside. Oh, really?
Yeah, it seems like it's inside the stable, so not inside the wall of the inn, not inside the inn, but there's some light snoring happening in the stable.
Could I perhaps sneak over there?
Oh, yeah, of course you can, if you'd like to. Yeah, you hear the horses fidgeting a little bit, but they seem to be calming down as well. But yeah, if you want to sneak into the stable, I'm going to need
Well, I don't want to sneak into the stable. I just want to get as close as possible so I can see who the snoring person is.
So you want to go up to like the stable door and peek in?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so you
Okay.
go over there. Yeah, the stable door is not made very well. There's a massive gap. You don't even have to open it. You can kind of peer inside.
I will say though, that I should be rolling a sneaking roll with a bane because I'm dazed.
Oh, shit. You're still...
So
I forgot.
I could roll for it, see what happens.
You could.
This
I'm
is
gonna
my real
say...
voice.
I'm going to say to
Love
get
rolling dice.
to the outside of the stable does not require a sneaking roll. Now, if you were wanting to go inside, perhaps I would need one.
All right.
So yeah, you walk up to the stable door. Like I said, it's a warped wooden door. You can see easily through it. You see the horses in there. The white one is laying down. The black one's still kind of standing up, but you can tell that he's tired as well. He's kind of slumping in his stance. You see movement in the corner. You can't quite make out what it is at this distance, but it's in the far corner. It's kind of up against the wall that might border the inn itself, or be close to it.
So it's not in a stall.
Correct.
Is there a closer window, perhaps?
Yeah, I'll say you can make your way to the other side and follow your ears. It's a little bit tall though, so tall for you.
I have a.
Oh,
There's some crates around if you'd like to move one. However, it might
I'm
make a
average
ruckus.
height.
Or you could try to climb up to the window if you'd like.
I would like to climb up if there is a barrel or box of some kind.
Yeah, you'd have to drag one over, which at your size might be. You could totally do it, but it's probably going to make a sound. You can attempt to do so if you'd like. With a roll.
This barrel.
Yeah.
Or
this
is it
barrel.
a crate or a box or a barrel?
Let's say they're crates. They're just crates.
All right. So this crate, would it weigh less than 1 in this game?
No. Definitely more than one.
More than a bear trap. All right.
I mean, you haven't tried to push it. Maybe it's empty. Maybe
Well, I
it's
could
not.
carry it.
All right. I'm going to walk over there and watch this whole operation by grabbing a crate, picking it up, and try to set it down by the window.
Okay, so you're going to try to pick it up as opposed to sliding it across the ground, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Why don't you give me a strength check, but I'm going to give you a boon because it's not very heavy. Okay. Yeah, luckily this
Yeah, I had
one
that.
appears to not have much inside, so you are able to pick it up and move it over to the window, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you do so. Doesn't make a sound. Not much anyway.
Batman.
Wow, your strength is
He's
12. That's pretty heavy.
Yeah.
Pretty high. That's crazy. Sorry, what were you saying?
I said Batman. Because I was making a sound. But yeah, okay, so I'm gonna try to get up on the crate.
Okay, you can climb it without a roll, of course, yeah.
And peer into the dark.
So you peer into the dark. The glass here is kind of warped, kind of foggy, but you do see something. It appears to be a boy, a young man of some kind, lying at the far end of the, well, it's closer to you, I should say. This end of the stable. And he's like lying on this shitty cot.
Oh, so it's just the stable boy.
That's what it appears
Does
to be.
and he resembles the description that Morning Cloak gave us earlier last episode after scouting the stables.
Oh, I wasn't aware of that, but sure, if he did, he did.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, he went to the Morning Cloak. You went to look for the.
He
at
did
the
go
horses,
in the
right?
stable, yeah.
Yeah.
He even talked to
Yeah, I
the
talked to the
stable
boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's this guy. He's fast asleep, mouth wide open, snoring loudly.
Hmm.
I take out my dagger.
No, I'm
Okay.
just kidding.
Okay. You do notice
Ah,
that
dagger.
there is a bit of a like nook where he sleeps. So just as in stables we'll have these individual stalls. He's kind of in a stall to a degree. It's a lot smaller, a lot narrower, not quite as deep. So like half of his body is hanging out. But where his head is, he's laying down on a pillow, and you see like a little side shelf that's nailed to the wall, and there's a little book there and a candle, but it's obviously unlit.
The stable boy can read. That is surprising. Right.
All right. So if there's if there's nothing else in there that is making any noise, I will. I'm just gonna leave the crate. I'm gonna walk away. Maybe find a shadowy spot somewhere.
Okay.
Right. Can have a.
Where you can
fairly
have a
good
look.
at everything. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you find a shadowy building nearby. No lights on, and you blend in quite nicely. You think. There's not really a hiding thing. I was going to say I could have you roll to see how successful it is, but no big deal. You're there. Okay, so what about Morning Cloak, Cerriel? It sounds like Cerriel and Louis, you were told to go to your room and then go to the window in about 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm gonna make my bed and then write a little note and put it by the bedside table, and it's just gonna say, like, sorry, I couldn't sleep very well last night. I got up early and went to the general store. If I'm not here, you can meet me there.
I like it.
Just trying to give him more little adventures to go on.
Okay.
Are we on the
I mean-
first floor?
No, you guys are up a level.
I'm gonna use my sheets to craft a rope to climb down because I'm not people-sized.
Oh, okay. That's true. Well, even people size would, I guess it's not that bad to jump out of a second story window or climb down from one.
Who of us has not jumped out of a second story window?
So do you want to take the time? So if you want to sit there and tie these bed sheets together, that's either going to take a, what's it called? A stretch. Or you can roll to do it quicker. And I would say it's probably going to be a crafting roll maybe?
Sure.
Yeah. Or if you have another ingenious way that you might go about this, using some tools or something like that, there might be a different roll. So what do you think, Louis?
I really don't have much that would help me there. So I'm gonna roll for it.
Okay.
Because a crafting of 4 isn't bad, right?
No. Not at all. Okay, so you can try to push your roll if you'd like, to make sure this this bedsheet rope is nice and secure. Otherwise,
yeah, I'm gonna push it.
You're gonna push it. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna go
Otherwise-
with
Really
disheartened.
good.
Yeah. Push it.
Oh, otherwise,
And what are you gonna? What condition are you going to take?
we're gonna go with disheartened. Louis just recently learned how to tie his shoes, and he's kind of disappointed that he
Ooh,
can't,
that's your
translate
that's
that.
your charisma though. That's your score or your ability, isn't it?
That's for me.
That's your stat.
Oh,
Well,
that's true.
up to you though. Up to you.
Choose
Too late.
wisely.
We'll go with angry because
Yeah, he's
We
often
are-
angry.
hot-tempered.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you did craft this. I'll just say you did craft this thing. However, there is a chance it might not stay together if you put too much weight on it.
Chance we're willing to take.
Yeah, and we'll talk about that if it comes to it. So, okay. Cerriel, you write the note. Louis, you assemble this bedsheet rope as quickly as you can. 5 minutes are up. And was it Louis and Cerriel were in the same room, right? You guys got 2 rooms, if I remember right. And 2 people were in 1 room. Is that how it went?
I assumed that the lady would take one room and the gents would sleep in one room.
Okay. All right. So
Yeah.
so then you guys are in separate rooms.
Oh,
And Morning Cloak. Go ahead.
yeah. Well, I don't know why I assumed we were all in different rooms because I would have just told him, "Stop fuck with the sheets. I'm just gonna jump down," and he could leap into my arms.
Yeah. There's always that.
the first time.
Might not be the first time I'm running from a man that came to get his lady either, but just saying.
Wait, you're not using your shoes to climb down, though, right?
Who, me?
I don't know anyone.
I'm just jumping
am.
down. I'm just hanging from the window and jumping down. I'm like 6 feet tall, and buildings are like 10 feet tall plus window. So I'm literally jumping like maybe 5 to 6 feet to like land.
Okay.
I'm like 3.5 feet tall, so that translates to like 30 feet at least.
You can jump into
That's-
one of our.
You are wearing a lot of plate armor, though, right? Still.
Yeah, but I'm dropping 5 feet.
No, I know. I'm just talking about sound. I'm not talking about falling damage.
Well, there's where the sheets go. Right out the fucking window. Right onto the ground. Maybe dull a little bit of the noise.
Just wrap yourself in sheets.
Yeah. Wrap myself in sheets so my plate doesn't plank
Right.
so badly.
Okay, so what is the plan? Who's going to go first in this endeavor? Is it Morning Cloak? You're going to go outside first, or was that the idea? You were going to already be outside by the time that they were
Yeah,
going to leave?
I'm gonna, yeah, as quietly as I can, I will just kind of climb out the window,
Mm-hmm.
kind of walk down the wall so I'm as low as I can be,
Mm-hmm.
and then just, I'm sure there's a very convenient crate or something outside I step down on, and then I'm just on the ground.
Oh, I see. Well, let's do a.
Quietly.
Let's just do a. I'll give you
Oh,
either a.
can-
Yeah, go ahead.
When I see the window open,
Mm-hmm.
could I rush over with the crate that I used?
Are you going to alert him you're doing that?
No, but I mean it's gonna take him a while to get 6 feet.
Okay. Yeah. So we
his
say,
massive
yeah.
frame.
Okay. Yeah, that works. So we
I
say that
rush over.
you say that you see him climbing out, and you're like, "Oh shit, he's wearing a lot of heavy plate armor. Maybe he should have a footstool." Okay. Yeah, you do that, and
Yes.
Morning Cloak, you do see Darrow. Well, you see a shadow scurry across the area with a box and putting it at the base of the inn below you.
Goblins.
Yeah. Well, then I'll do.
Yeah,
Then I'll
no roll. You don't need a roll. You do it. Fine.
step down onto the thing. And, thank you, Darrow.
Yes.
Okay.
And then
All right. So Cerriel, Louis, I guess you guys are proceeding to climb down, or what are you doing?
Yeah.
Are you
I'm trying
going to
to climb
try? Do you want to do like a climbing to see if you can just climb down easily without any issue, or do you want to try to drop? What's the plan?
Yeah, I guess I'll try to climb down.
Okay. So this would be a, I guess acrobatics roll, which is probably really good for you. So you're going to try to, I guess, stealthily climb your way down. Oh my God, you got to be kidding me. You rolled an 18. She has a 15 in acrobatics. You going to push it?
Yeah.
Okay.
This whole experience has disheartened me a bit, so
There we go. Okay. You're disheartened, but you stealthily make your way easily down the side of this inn and step quietly onto the ground. All right, Louis, what's your plan? Are you throwing out your sheet rope?
So since Ryan went first, I'm going to gracefully flutter down, since he, looks like he could catch me.
Okay. So you're going to leap. I'll just
Yeah.
need a strength check from you, Morning Cloak, as your Howard the Duck just flies to the ground.
I'm also going to keep the sheet rope. How long would we say that is?
Ooh. Let's say there was like, you used the blanket and the sheet, I guess. So maybe what would that be? Like 12 feet? Something around there?
Okay.
Ish?
our old bed sheets like do they have? I mean, I assume they didn't have bottom sheets, and if they did, they strapped them on or something.
Yeah, it was probably, but realistically, yeah, it's probably like a blanket and not much else. But wait, did you guys get the
And a
suites? I
blanket.
can't remember. Did you guys pay for the suites? There were like suites. There were like more higher end.
Yeah, we paid for them.
Okay, so let's say there's
I think.
three sheets worth. Then
That's like 5 feet tall. That's
Yeah.
like 15
Oh,
feet
yeah,
minus
yeah,
a little
yeah,
bit.
15, yeah, so like 15 to
Or we just
18
have
feet.
dope sheets to sleep on.
There you go.
Probably not dope. Doubt it's like Egyptian cotton.
Okay. 13, that's an easy roll for Morning Cloak. You catch him effortlessly. So all four of you now are on the ground level. Stable is nearby. What would you like to do?
Go kill a horse if need be.
Wow.
All right. Well, explain
This
to
is
me.
go the horse.
Yeah, explain to me how. Oh, yeah, okay. You always want to walk over there. Okay. So you make your way to the stables, and you do also hear some light snoring on the other side of the stable wall. But you make your way to. Yeah, go ahead.
Daryl will stay back. He's not going in there.
Okay.
Seems too crowded anyway. But he is going to tell the people who are walking into the stables that the stable boy is in there sleeping. And apparently he can read.
Well, maybe there's a book. Maybe it's a sketchbook. Maybe it's a blank book. Who knows?
Toilet paper.
Toilet paper. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's a false book and there's like a treasure in the middle. Some kind of. Who knows?
It's actually kind of smart. I wonder if anyone's ever like designed toilet paper, like sheets, into like a book. It's like a gag gift.
Yes. Wait.
Oh.
Wait.
Do you have this?
Wait. Yes.
Isn't that the reason for the shelves next to the bathroom at Barnes & Noble?
Yeah, where the magazines are. That was the worst when I worked at Barnes & Noble, having to get the magazines out of the men's bathroom stalls. Ugh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah, it was rough.
Times.
Okay, so you guys, yeah, you make your way over to the stable door. It's closed, not locked. There's just like a little rope kind of going across and over this little peg holding it closed. What's the plan?
Oh.
What'd you see?
Sorry, I'm looking at the animals that I can have as companion.
Well, you still have the cat, right? Or are you trying to summon a
I've
new
let the
animal?
cat go. But
Oh, you did? Okay.
I don't keep them very long.
Yeah, head it to satisfaction.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So since I'm really good with animals, I have this companion heroic ability.
Mm-hmm.
If I try to like whisper sweet nothings to this black horse and befriend it, is there any way it could like
Interesting.
want to hang out with me?
Interesting.
Or let me ride him? Ryan, shut up.
His face says it all. He doesn't need to say a word. Let's see. You could do, your skill is what? Your ability is called companion. Okay, well, it says you can activate this ability to turn an animal, not a monster, into your companion. This takes a stretch of time. And you can only have one animal companion at a time. So yeah, you could technically, according to this skill, turn the black horse, the war horse, into a companion.
I'd like to try.
Okay.
Quieter than trying to kill the horse.
I believe it just takes willpower points. There's no like roll.
Okay, I mean, I have those. I'll happily give up a few of those.
Okay. So what is this ability? How does it manifest? Are you whispering sweet nothings in its ear like you said, or are you?
Yeah.
Okay. Nice. Okay, yeah. So you use your companion ability. Just make sure you take off 3 willpower points. And it activates. I did it for you. So yeah, this
And
yeah,
just for those people out there in chat or in the video that are freaking out, a horse is listed on common animals.
it's a clever
We did use
yeah.
as the previous list for her.
It's a great idea.
And I will say nothing about the time she spends with her horse.
Oh, that is a great
If
idea.
you really wanted me to roll like animal handling or something, I would.
No. You could use this. No, this is exactly the point of who you are as a character. So it should work.
Wait, you don't roll for companion?
I don't believe so. Do you?
The heroic ability, I think you just do it, don't you? It just says you just need to spend time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It takes a stretch of time though, however, so it is going to take 15 minutes. Does anybody else, Louis or Morning Cloak, want to do anything? Actually, you know what though? Sorry. Before you do that, I'm going to need you to sneak inside the stable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So the horse is not, you don't just like whisper to the ear right at the door.
Okay.
So I need you to, unless you want to do something else, but if you want to sneak into this horse, I need you to do a sneaking roll for me.
Okay. Trying to think if I have anything clever up my sleeve, but I don't think I do.
Yeah.
Alright.
Don't necessarily look at your skills. Just think like, what is there? You can ask me about surroundings, anything like that, and then we can assign whatever role that would be appropriate.
I'm gonna stay outside and keep watch with Darrow, by the way.
Okay, so you're with Darrow, and you guys remind me proximity-wise. Are you guys like by the window where the crate used to be, Where are you in the shadows where you were a little bit ago, Darrow?
And we're doing this thing at the door where it's like Ducky's head, Darrow's head, my head, like watching her sneak into
Okay, so Morning Cloak, all of you guys are over there hiding out in the shadows. Okay.
So Darrow, the tactical mastermind, he has at least trying to place himself where he can like see as many entrances to alleyways that he can.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there has to be some kind of alley going back behind the tavern.
Yeah, the streets are pretty wide, but yeah, there's a couple of alleyways, let's say.
Yeah, so he just wants to like cover as many exits as he can.
Okay.
But it's fine if he doesn't cover all of them.
Yeah,
Obviously.
really, where you guys are, remember there's like these this old stone, this ancient ruin right at the center of town. So it's bordering the inn. So to the south of you guys, you see just these kind of rocks that are leading up to this ruin. But there could be like an alleyway like right around here, like between dividing these two structures.
Yes.
But it's not like a bunch of, a city where there's a bunch of alleyways.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can keep an eye out. It's pretty easy to see everything. So all of you guys are over there. Cerriel,
Yes.
are you thinking about opening the door quietly and sneaking across the stable to whisper sweet nothings into this horse?
Yeah.
This horse's
Yeah.
ear? Okay. So I'm just going to need a sneaking roll. Oh, and you succeed. It is almost a dragon. So you soundlessly make your way to the horse. Yeah, you see the horse's ears kind of perk up a little bit, and it tenses, but then it kind of eases as if it recognizes you. You hear like it snort a little bit as it catches your scent. And you whisper sweet nothings into this horse's ear, using up your 3 willpower points and making this steed your companion. So you do know that the white horse next to this one is yours. That does belong to you.
Yeah.
He brought it. So now you have...
Likes me already.
It likes you already, exactly. You don't need to make another companion.
Right. I'm gonna quietly... I don't know if they I don't know horse things. Is it a bridle? Do they have like the bit thing on? Can I clamp like a
Sure, yeah.
lead?
Let's say that's, they're tied up, but yeah. You can
Horse
clamp. Yeah,
stuff.
you can lead them out. Yeah, they have all the equipment.
Okay.
Remember, this is like a war horse. So it's a big muscly horse.
Boy.
Scars on its hide.
Oh wait, so you didn't even have to make it a companion? It just likes you already?
No.
No, the white horse likes me
Yeah.
already because that
It's her
Ah.
horse. The black horse is his
Gotcha.
horse.
black horse was the one we're gonna struggle with, so I made that one.
That's the one that was gonna get it if it didn't.
It's on the chopping block.
Yeah. We got a lot of glue to be carrying if it doesn't stay in line,
Yeah, I just whispered like they're gonna turn you to glue if you don't
Yeah.
become my
Oh,
companion.
Ponty 2000 says you took off HP instead of willpower. So
Oh, wait,
thank
did-
you. Yeah, I fixed it.
Thanks, Ponte.
Yeah.
Thanks.
She thanks you because you might be 3 hit points down and wonder where those came from. Okay, so you have this horse companion. You have your other horse that's very familiar to you. What would you like to do next?
I'm gonna lead the horses out of the stable very stealthily. Just lead in a war horse.
You're probably going to have to
stealthily
do it one by one, I would say.
up. Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, this isn't like a massive double door. It's a pretty small stable, so there's just like a single door. So tell me what you're doing. You're leading out the black
I'm gonna
horse
lead
first?
out the
white horse
No.
first. Okay.
White horse first.
Okay.
Yeah, white horse first. I'm gonna see how it well, we already know that it's fine with Morning Cloak, right? Because he kind of like tested the waters earlier.
Yeah, he did notice that the horse wasn't quite as fearful of him.
Okay, so I'll hand the lead to Morning Cloak.
Okay.
These ones yours. That was British. I was supposed to be Russian.
Do you
Thank you, my lady.
do you just hand it over, or are you consoling perhaps the horse to assure it that?
Yeah, I'm gonna do
Okay,
it like
okay.
as gently, as nicely as possible. I'm not just gonna like leave it so it like
You whisper
whinnies,
some Elvish in
whatever
its
horses
ear.
do.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And I mean, here's the thing: is I'm not as into animals as she is, but like my whole thing
But
is
you
like
are an animal.
nature.
Yeah,
Exactly. My whole thing is like nature and animals are better than people.
that's
and
true.
Shit,
That's
you
true.
know?
That's true.
So like,
good point.
yeah, I literally am like a.
Yeah.
No, it's not like I'm Darrow or something. You know?
Pigpen over there. It's got like a constant like swirl of
Oh my
flies
God.
around him.
Every piece of Darrow art from now on has to have the fucking pigpen lines around him. Sleeps outside all the time.
Yeah. Definitely.
I do not like this line of discussion. Well,
I'm fine. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm looking up the rules if there are any rules for riding animals. Carry on.
You just love rules, man.
Yeah. There are.
Gotta
I
have
believe.
rules.
I
We're
believe
gonna
there
play
are for
a
combat.
rules light
No, there are.
FKR game at some point, and Math is just gonna have a freaking stroke. Wait a minute, when
There
you
is
go
a
roll
writing
dice.
skill.
Yeah, there is a writing skill. But I don't believe that's just to ride. I think it's like if you need to maneuver a horse or speed or something. Like it's a check if you're trying to do something other than normal riding, I believe. But we can look into it. Or Matt's can, actually. He's got the rule book. Yes. Okay, so you lead this horse over. You console it. You hand it over to Morning Cloak. They have a animalistic bond of sorts. And now what?
I'm gonna go back and get the war horse and tell them before I go back to like stand back a little. I don't want them to scare it. I'm gonna try to kind of keep it away from others as much as possible so it doesn't get nervous and make sounds.
Okay.
At least until we're out of here.
So what I want you to do, because this horse is very large, your horse is a little more delicate. You were able to get the horse out quietly enough, you know, with your successful roll. But this horse is it's burly, it's clumsy, it's more for power and less for grace. So it will follow you without question. But you do sense that it might be a little loud getting this massive beast across the floor with sleeping stable boy nearby. So you can tell me what you'd like to do, and then we can find an appropriate roll if needed.
What was that?
Did he say swing? Like
You just whip it out. His dagger.
okay,
No.
gotcha.
Dagger, yes.
Swing. I thought he was doing Wayne's World or something.
I was trying for the metallic. Whoing.
Gotcha.
Someone pulling a katana out of a sheath. Anyway,
But that's what katana sound like, right?
Yep.
And like the orange gets sliced in half.
I don't know.
So while she's pondering this, everybody else is just kind of sitting tight, right? Okay.
Okay, yeah,
I have
maybe
a horse.
maybe I'll have my dagger at the ready in case I need to threaten this kid. But I'll just try to sneak us out as slowly and quietly as possible.
So you just want to like move quietly? Like move very slowly?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll say you don't need a roll. It's going to take another bit of time. So it's one of those situations where would you rather get out of this place quickly and quietly or slowly and quietly? You know, knowing that maybe you'll be spotted. Who knows?
Like how much time? Like 10 minutes?
Yeah, let's just say like 5 to 10 minutes. Like every step of this horse, you were kind of calculating where it is stepping on the ground.
Yeah.
Looking for the small piles of hay that are about.
Okay, I think I'm fine sparing 5 to 10 minutes. That'll give
Okay.
my cloak enough time to like get all saddled up and get everyone situated.
So why don't you roll me a 1d6, please?
Okay.
Okay. You make it out quietly. You still hear the stable boy snoring on the other side of the stable wall as you lead this horse presumably over to the rest of your companions.
All right.
Okay, so now you guys are all over there. You have both horses. The streets are still quiet. What's next?
I say we lead the horses away from here. Perhaps until we get to the gate, or maybe even outside the gates, we can mount up.
Yeah.
That
Are
sounds-
we, is the, I mean, I'm a big wolf in
You
plate
are.
armor.
You're a big boy, yeah.
Is this a dainty little white horse? Is it gonna, I mean, horses are horses. They're fucking like,
Yeah,
cute
you
regardless.
could ride this
I'm-
horse.
I'm
It's
chilling
not, it's
on
not
this
a
thing.
pony. Yeah, you could ride this horse.
Yeah. I just love the idea of like giant fucking war horse, tiny little Cerriel, and like dainty white horse, giant wolf riding
Yeah.
it. I feel like we're gonna be the same height anyway.
It's gonna be a sight.
And then we both have backpacks. Whether it's Darrow or Ducky.
Oh yes.
For
You
those that don't know, backpack is what you call the person that rides behind you on a motorcycle.
Mm.
and Morning Cloak has the best riding skill, followed by Cerriel at a 7.
What's my riding skill?
Okay.
12, I think.
12, baby. That's because I'm a knight.
Makes
I
sense.
know how to ride horses.
Makes sense.
Makes
So
perfect
I
sense.
should try to develop a relationship with the warhorse, because if I have the riding skill and I'm a knight, I assume that is a thing that I have learned is horse warring.
You guys also have extra storage as well with these horses, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Actually, no, we don't.
You don't.
1 rider and 10 capacity, or 2 riders. And that's it.
Yeah, but once we get outside, we don't have to be riding both of them. They can just become donkeys. We could have a massive like elf war horse. That's the best. I'll just be like, oh yeah, we used your fucking horse as a donkey, bro.
We have to feed him.
No, we use it until it dies and then we eat it. No, I'm
I like
just
that.
Cycling.
Like Genghis Khan, living off the horse meat. Yeah. So with riding, yeah, it's really for advanced maneuvers. That's what a riding roll. Otherwise, everybody's fine.
I like to think I can shoot a bow while riding a horse as well. We'll see if that's true.
Yeah, horse combat, it's a little bit different. So,
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, you can
There's
most
horses.
likely. Genghis
I could just say
Grill.
it and then
Nice. Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, you guys are you guys leading the horses somewhere?
The South Gate, right?
Southgate. Okay. And you're taking a leisurely pace, I'm guessing, probably around this path.
Yes.
Yep. Okay. So yeah, it takes a little bit of time. You guys are trying to be as quiet as possible. There's a clop, clop, clopping, but luckily there's no cobblestones or anything here. It's mostly dirt. Hard pack though, so there is some sound. You make it to the gates and you see a silhouette kind of milling about in the tower. He doesn't appear to be facing you guys. Looks to be looking the other way, outside the town. The gate is closed, but that's it. Nobody else is around that you can see.
Daryl will step up to the gate.
Bob, what ho? What ho this fine evening?
Actually,
God,
the
Bob.
gentleman at this, you see this man, he comes to you, his face ablaze with torchlight, and you recognize him. This is the man who greeted you when you first arrived at Outskirt. You remember his name is Captain Hardy. So,
Captain Hardy.
he looks down at you. Hey! You're out quite late, aren't you?
Yes. We are.
Ah, some fine steeds you have there. Where did you get those?
Where are
I
they?
don't recall you bringing them in when you returned, not long ago.
No, but they were given to us. Well, not given to me, of course. I am but a humble preacher. But they were given to, I mean, look at the knight. Of course he has to have a horse.
Given.
What, are you kidding me?
Hmm.
Also the elf. For, I don't know why.
I feel,
Because I don't want to tell everyone your secret.
I feel like I've seen these horses before.
Probably when the knight's young man, his esquire is something else. When his squire brought them here.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
Probably yesterday, I believe, or earlier today.
I think that sounds about right. Why don't you give me a persuasion with a boon, though. And if anybody, remember, there is helping in this game. So the way helping works is he would get...
Yeah, what he
another
said.
Yeah.
That doesn't
So I
count.
roll like
Where does
14.
help?
That doesn't count. Yeah, roll 2. You got to get looks like a 9 or lower.
Mm-hmm. Shouldn't be a problem.
I know who someone's very persuasive.
What in the
Ducky should have done it.
Literally, its whole thing.
He's even got great performance. Man, you could have done a crazy dance to impress him. I don't know.
I swoon. I become sickly as I push the roll.
Oh, look at that. So you rolled a dragon. Congratulations, even though you gained a condition. But he snaps out of... Oh, you're right. That makes a lot of sense.
Yes.
Well, safe travels. I mean, the night roads aren't safe, but...
You should know, of course, that we are traveling south.
Oh, of course, south. Yes.
That makes sense because if you look at the map, this road leads to the south.
Yes.
Right?
So
Yes.
I will definitely allow that because you rolled an amazing dragon. So you get to an additional thing. So he is utterly convinced that you guys are moving south.
Yes.
Well, I hope you return. Like I said, watch your backs out there.
We will.
And-
Thank you. You're a good man.
All right. You too. And he kind of goes, and you hear the cranking of the gates, and they open up. And mist floods into the streets from outside.
Before we step out, I kind of want to look around. Are we still the only people out here?
Yeah, there's really nobody about. It's pretty late. Like I said, you see there's some candlelight in some of the windows, but nobody walking around.
Yeah.
Okay, so gates are open. You guys are free to leave. Where do you want to go?
We should probably go south for a little while. So that they don't see us turn around. Yes?
We could build a small fire so it looked like we camped overnight.
Oh, that is very clever.
Okay, what
I
I'm going
like
to do
that.
is I'm going to bring up the world map so you guys can tell me what you'd like to do. So all of you guys are... Is Morning Cloak not on here?
I think he's under Darrow.
So you guys are at... I guess this gate?
Yes.
Yeah, you guys are down here. I should make it nighttime because it's nighttime. All right, so you guys recognize the road. So south down here, this is the road you guys came down to from the Cumber Mountains when you first entered the Misty Vale. And then the road leading this way is where you guys returned from the inn, I believe.
Yes.
That's where you spotted the cultists who were hanging from this this old ruined archway across the road.
The feet charred,
Mm-hmm.
I believe.
Feet shard, yes, that's where you got your lightning spell, I believe.
Oui.
So I guess we will either ride or... Yeah, we'll ride the horses.
Okay.
I'm thinking.
Oops.
South until we can't see the gates.
Well,
Okay. Well,
Is my plan.
perhaps, Sir Morning Cloak, you have another plan, please.
So here's the thing. Here's the thing. Cerriel,
Yes.
you track well most of the time. You know your way around the woods.
Yes.
Does your knight friend have equal skill or greater?
Great question. Let me think about that. Do I know?
sorry again, what was it?
Is he a good tracker and stuff? Was that what he was known for? Like
No,
hunting
he's not
parts
known for
and-
tracking. He's known for his
Hunting part?
battle prowess. He is a knight, a champion.
Night hunt and shit, though. You know what I mean? Like,
Not
just
this kind.
asking.
Not this kind, really.
Gotcha.
But yeah,
Good.
yeah. For
So
sure,
he's
yeah.
just a pretty boy. Did he have real war prowess, or was he just like jousting?
No,
knight for show because he's wealthy.
She knows he's a badass. Yeah.
Damn, that sucks. Anyway, so yeah, cool. All right, I was just gonna say that if he's a good tracker, we should like go into a stream and like walk up it or some shit to get rid of our tracks. But if he's just like, they went that way, I swing sword, then we're chilling. We're good.
How many
Let's try to-
cultists were hanging when we passed them?
3, I believe, and it's marked right here. I drew I marked it with a little. This was the tattoo that was on their arms right here.
We could stage an accident with the 3 bodies. Make it believe it was us. He's
Are
less
either
likely
of
to
them
chase a dead man.
half-sized, or are we just cutting them?
Or any of
And
them
sticking the head on
roll
top.
save.
I mean,
If
2
they're
for
flat.
1.
If they are
Yeah, one of the
even
cultists
still
was
there,
really just a duck in a halfling in a trench coat hanging. Lucky us.
the cultists have been hanging there for quite a while. They are probably very ripe by now.
Are they even still hanging there? Because you would assume at some point it's just,
I mean, you guys can go look, but yeah, they've been pecked clean.
Master
They're
Louis,
fallen.
you had a great idea with the campfire. I like
Right.
that idea.
We could
This
set up
new
camp
idea.
near the cultists, and then they could think like, maybe we were the cultists, and then maybe one got away, but obviously the 3 adult-sized people would be there, so they'd think the smaller person got away, and then they would stop chasing. Obviously.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Sounds nuts.
He says with the most confidence, by the way. Just throwing out there.
I'm just gonna like whisper down to Darrow, like, let's just give him this one, it doesn't matter.
All right. Yes. Great idea. I mean, that was a great idea. Yes.
I'm gonna write that down in my journal of great ideas. Right
I
under
would-
I
bread.
would love to read that sometime. Could I borrow that when I'm sad someday, please?
Uh,
So I suppose we ride down to this obelisk here,
okay.
and then cut through the woods. Yes. Whatever the fields.
We set the camp.
So that is, yeah, you guys remember, you guys rode a full day already. So distance-wise, that's another 5 kilometers. So not too far. You guys can make it there easily on horseback. You are getting tired, though, you know. However, you know, the fear of, or the surprise, the shock, whatever you guys want to attribute to your encounter with this this knight, is still keeping you quite alert. So yeah, you make it down to this. What is it, Darrow? I can't see you're on it. The tree or the statue, the sculpture.
Well, I was thinking about
ruin?
the one above me, north of me.
Oh, this one here. Okay.
Yeah.
So you guys are trying to make it to these woods over here?
Sure.
Okay. So you guys are just riding off the beaten path into the forest?
Yes.
Okay. So you guys make it there?
He says from behind one of the others. I am a backpack.
But yes,
That
who
is
got
right.
whose backpack? What's the best? Who's the lightest, Darrow or Ducky?
I
Probably
weigh-
Darrow, I would think, right?
Oh, who's tallest?
Mallards
Who is
Mallards
bigger?
seem kind of
Or do you
hefty
think-
in the books, but I don't know. I'd say
Yep.
it's a wash.
Well, it's a lot of feather, you know.
That's true.
True,
That's
he also
true.
can't fly, so maybe he doesn't have like the lightest.
Darrow is 2.8.
I'm thick boned.
Thick-boned Mallard.
So I'll take whoever's heavier.
Reese's. Yeah, that's my thought. Is I'll take the lighter, so our weight kind of distributes so better. We don't like. I assume just the more fiction or mechanically, the more weight we put on this horse. Again, horses are horses. They can horse around.
Yeah. Yes, Nub 5.
But
they
still,
do
I
have
don't want to put
saddlebags.
like. Yeah, I'm not with my plate armor and stuff. I don't want to have too much weight on this horse and wear it out too quickly. So, whenever we figure out which one's lighter, I'll take that one.
Louis seems lighter. He's got a 3.85 encumbrance, whereas I have a 7 encumbrance. So
Yeah,
I'm
but that's just your
carrying
stuff.
Yeah,
Like you.
but I'm carrying a lot more, so I am in total heavier. Maybe.
Yeah, the
I
heaviest
think-
thing I've got is a horn and a torch.
Yeah.
Well, you keep that horn in your back pocket, buddy.
And a bone. You should probably take your bone flute out.
Is that your bone fluid? Are you happy to get away from town? Yeah, I mean, at least in all the art, they look about the same size.
I did draw Louis a bit portly, I will admit.
Yeah. Yeah, I think maybe the duck's just a little bigger. No, I'll still take the duck. I got Louis. Darrow, you got Cerriel. Backpacking.
Onward.
Horning.
Okay, so you guys make it quietly into the forest. It's very dense, very dark.
About 3 minutes on the dot, Louis is gonna ask, Morning Cloak, are we there yet?
Gotta just. We're not doing this all day.
So, is there like an obvious clearing, perhaps, or like an obvious campsite.
Oh, why don't we have Cerriel roll a bushcraft to see if you guys find one quickly, or if it takes a bit of hunting. Oh, you find one almost immediately. So yeah, you find a
Sweet.
clearing. A very nice
And-
clearing that it doesn't appear to be visible from the perimeter of the forest.
Well, so I wanted to find an obvious where the knight perhaps would pass.
Oh,
basically.
that is your...
uh,
then that's what you find. Sure. Never mind.
campsite
Scratch,
he would
scratch
easily
everything I
find.
said. Yeah, that's fine.
And I will slide gracefully down from the horse and set up a makeshift camp
Okay.
that we won't be staying at.
Gotcha. What does this camp consist of?
A campfire.
Okay. So you're going to make a fire. Gather some
some-
stones, make a little...
Yeah, and some soft stones for pillows. And I don't know.
I'll
Rough up.
sacrifice one of my rations to make it look like we ate.
Good thinking.
Just throw some scraps on the ground or something?
Yes. We are German tourists. Take that, Germans.
Poor Germans.
What if we set up booby traps for the camp? Could either slow them down or possibly better.
Interesting.
Interesting. It would perhaps lead the knight to understand that this is a fake campsite.
Oh, sorry, I was
Perhaps.
reading something. Is that for me?
No,
Okay.
we are role playing.
Role-playing game. That's what we're doing.
I like the idea, don't get me wrong, but perhaps, if the trap fails for some reason, he will understand that we set him up.
Well, unless we set a set of tracks diverting him another direction, he's just going to see the way that we go.
Yes, you are very correct.
Well,
Could
as
we
you guys
perhaps,
are...
hide
yeah.
our tracks.
Yeah, you guys are sitting here, time's passing, as you plan, you're getting very, very tired.
Ah,
Yeah, how far are we going to get away from the fake camp? If we're setting up a fake camp and have to sleep anyway, we could just set up a real camp and then just go a different direction in the morning.
There you go.
that is true.
Because if we just set up a fake camp and then go like 5 minutes away and set up a real camp, there's kind of pointless unless we're going to be able to get like hours and hours and hours away. And we also still want to sleep.
Yeah,
We
I
also
would
still
say
wanna
it's
sleep.
like middle of the night. You guys, it took you a little while to get... Well, I mean, you're on horseback, so 10 kilometers, that's pretty... Well, actually, 10-ish. Yeah, you can get there quickly on horseback. I'm guessing you guys rode the horses, not just walk them, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So now we are camping at a campsite that is easily spotted from the road.
That's what you
Where
decided.
these
Why
were-
did we come here in
yeah.
the first place?
Well, we were gonna set up the fake campsite. That was going.
Well,
to
if
be
we if it didn't take us, if we still have time to set up the fake campsite and go miles in another direction, let's do that. If it's not
But
middle of the
why
night
would
because we
go-
rode horses.
Well, so the fake campsite was how far from the real campsite? Like 5 minutes? Why don't we just go to the real campsite? 7 minutes.
No, I was joking about that because it would be a bad idea to have a fake campsite 5 minutes from the real campsite because
No, I know. But
I
How
don't know
far?
what's real anymore.
how far was the fake campsite?
I
from
mean,
it?
we don't have to set up the fake campsite. We can just set up a real camp, like scoop up the shit that we Germaned all over the place, and just scurry into the woods a bit.
No, I like the idea of the fake campsite. I think it's great. I'm just saying, if it was middle of the night, it would have, that's whatever. But if we were able to like kind of jog the horses, I don't think it would take that long, right, Jason, to do this. We could then turn around, actually get to the middle of the night and the distance we want to go, and then do a real campsite actually hidden way away, so that when he goes south, sees a campsite, he'll just keep going south. I think it's a great idea. I just want to make sure we get far enough away from the fake one that he doesn't also track us to the real one. And maybe we can go over maybe we can hook onto a road or some like rocky terrain, or like along the like river where the water will wash our tracks away, something like that. You know what I mean? Like if we go on the road, he's not gonna be able to track the horses. So we could always fake campsite it here. Yeah. And then like hit the road and like, just take kind of a long way, cross the water, kind of situation or something. Because we're just going north, right? Magnum Woods?
No. We are going north across the river and then to the haunted forest.
Yeah.
I think you guys wanted to see...
Or the marshes. I mean, the haunted marshes.
Yeah, you guys wanted to see Antillia,
so that's just
right?
like straight east.
Yes. But listen here, you. I have my girlfriend living across the river. And I think that we should go there first and find out if there is perhaps a shield that you can borrow. We can get supplies, perhaps, before we enter into the haunted marshes.
Yeah. Well, then, let's set up fake camp, and then we'll continue down to the road and then take the road up. Because even if he does track us somehow across, like, this area here, like, once we hit the road, it's packed dirt that 1 million people are on. Like, not 1 million, people travel. So if somehow he does track us down to... No, we want him to track us down to the south here. He'll have no idea where we went. Especially if we kind of, like, angle this way before we hit the road and then turn back up. He'll think we just...
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know, went to the mountains? That's the only thing down there.
I like this idea.
We should have faked it to a direction that had more stuff, because there's nowhere to go south of here.
Oh, no.
We can go over the mountains, right?
Yeah, for all he knows, he thinks you're going back through the pass. You're trying to get out of.
Oh, that's right. This isn't the only part of the world.
Yeah,
this ain't fucking.
This is where the world ends.
No,
Tolkien or
this is just a small part of the world. Yeah.
All right, sounds like a good plan. Let's at least make it to the road before we camp again, even if we just camp on the other side or something after we throw off the trail. Fake camp, road, go as far as we can until we know we can still get rest for the night, and then sound good?
So you're trying to travel, you guys traveled here, and you're trying to overnight, you're trying to travel all the way to this road?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'll say that takes you
on the horses.
For the 4 bush
Yeah.
crowd.
So basically, you can roll your bushcraft. You did already. Well, that was for the finding the forest, or the.
Well, that's for camp,
clearing.
yeah.
But if you're trying to like speed your way through, I think you have to roll like a dragon, right, to get half time.
Yeah.
If you're a pathfinder.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to go.
If you roll a dragon, you find
There.
a shortcut. The distance covered is doubled.
I mean, we don't have to go the entire way today or like tonight.
Yeah.
Like, fuck it. We can fake campsite and we're an hour away sleeping soundly.
Yep.
We hit the road tomorrow morning.
Yeah, basically what I'll say. So you guys are going to sleep where? Here? Or further
We
on?
are going to set up the fake camp
Okay.
and then go, I suppose, an hour to the east and
This way?
sleep.
No. Southeast.
Yes.
This way. Okay.
Yeah.
So kind of
And
the same road you
sleep there.
took when you came back from the Deadeye's Cave.
Mm-hmm. We're angling it to make it look like we're headed towards the pass.
Gotcha.
But we're not
Well,
gonna
on the
get the
road,
whole
we're-
way there. But yeah,
Well, the pass is right here.
Okay. Right here, right where were you?
The Dead Eyes Cave is over right here.
Okay, right here.
Maybe you guys are trying to find a secret hideout. That's what he's going to think.
Maybe.
Yeah. Maybe we will too.
Okay, so if you guys push all the way here, you guys will all take the exhausted condition. If you're already exhausted, you're going to have to take something else. But I'll say you make it there by morning time.
By morning.
but I mean, we could just go in.
Are
that
you running
direction
the
for an
horses?
hour.
You can run the horses, but that would require a riding check.
We're
wanna
not gonna
really,
try.
like,
I guess
Really
Hey, I
good.
might.
I'm not.
What you're riding?
Like 5. No, it might be. Let me
So,
look.
so the rules are pretty much during a shift, you can move 30 kilometers on a horse. So you guys are, about halfway
Yeah,
there.
but that's 6 hours.
What if we just camp at Fake Camp?
So if you're only trying to move 1 hour, you're gonna get like right here, I guess. If you're just walking.
Yeah, that's fine.
Camp
Okay.
is on the way to like
Okay.
where we're heading. Let's just sleep
Okay.
at Fake.
Yeah.
So you guys are gonna ride an
Yeah, let's-
hour, make camp. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, and then once we hit the road, we just double back in the direction. We just make it really obvious that we're heading in the southerly direction. We're like, before we hit the road, we'll like kind of aim down. We'll like throw some duck feathers and stuff. And then as soon as we hit the road, we just turn around and head right back up.
Yes.
All right. So you guys, are you guys taking watches or are you just all crashing?
We gotta take.
No, I feel like we need to, yeah, just in case that fucker shows up.
Okay, why doesn't everybody roll me a d6?
According to the rules, it takes 2 shifts to.
2 shifts to what?
According to the rules, if we set up watches, it takes 2 shifts for everyone to get a full shift's rest.
Well, then fuck it.
So we
Sleep,
might
wake up
as well
early, and get the
just
fuck out of here.
sleep. Yeah.
Okay. You guys sleep soundly, quietly. Wreathed in the forest, uneventful, the sun rises.
Also, smash the shift rest button on your character
Oh
sheets.
yeah, smash it.
Did we even do it? Did we do anything? Well, I guess some willpower points.
Yeah,
Is
and if you
the-
have
Smash
conditions,
that shift rest button like you smash that subscribe button here on YouTube.
there you go.
We
It's
got
the
rid
foot,
of-
right?
The foot. Okay. All right, so you guys are down here, or I guess you guys are camping. Why can't I click? Camping around here somewhere. Why can't I use my pointer? Anyway, can you guys see
Yeah,
my
we're somewhere
cursor?
between like
Yeah.
Cerriel and Darrow, I guess.
Exactly. Okay. So now what? Where to now? Off to the south? Down this way?
Yes. Yes, I believe that is correct.
That is correct.
Yeah, we're
Good
trying to. Yeah, we want to like. Stop, Polly. Stop. You stop. Stop moving. Get off me. Yeah. Okay, I don't know where's the line one because this Polly thing
Oh,
is.
if you hold, just click on control, and then you can drag, and it'll show you distances.
Oh yeah, I was trying to draw a line for you.
Oh, I see. Yeah, the pen tool, and there's a freehand. Draw freehand, so you can be like,
Oh, draw freehand. Yeah. So the plan is to. Oh, it's still a. You son of a.
Oh, weird. Move, drag. Why is this?
Fresh. Oh, that's me.
Oh, maybe because it is a fill.
Let me try to get rid of that.
The ground opens up.
End game.
A frost dragon climbs out.
There you go. It's gone.
Is that me again? Okay.
No,
All
that
right.
was- that was
So
me.
freehand.
I think it's because there is a fill on the freehand tool. That's why it's doing the extra stuff. So if I go to freehand,
I wish it would.
this is going to be called fucking
This
with
is
drawing
the dumbest thing.
tools.
Okay, so from
Anyway, yes, this is what we want to do.
Just say none.
nice.
Yeah?
Yep.
There you go. See, now it works. No fill.
Make sense?
Yep.
Excellent.
Here, yeah. Okay. So you guys are basically heading back up toward this statue where you met the merchant, I guess.
Yes.
Okay, so that, what is that? What are we looking at here, distance-wise? So it's morning, 10 kilometers. Yeah, like, you know, you'll get there midday. Riding this way and then this way. And where are you going? How far are you going? Just as far as you can before nightfall. And don't forget to mark off rations for last night. So yeah, just until nightfall. Is that the idea? Okay. I'll see you guys make it basically as night falls. You make it all the way to the Road's End Inn, where you've been before. Oops.
So we're about here.
Yes. That is where you guys are. The Road's End Inn. So yeah, you do see the familiar lanterns out front. Looks to be as if people are milling about on the inside. You see the dense fog of the haunted marshes over here. And of course, the river feeds into it. A little bit north. You can hear it rushing over the stones.
So we can do one of the two things, I suppose. We can try the inn and hope not to reprise the events of last time. But they might have a shield for Sir Morning Cloak, which is of great concern.
Mm-hmm.
What if we stay at the inn? Then they could, you know, possibly say that they saw us.
Exactly. Risk reward, risk reward. Or we can follow the river to the broken bridge over here to the west. Over here, yes. And then cross the river. Well, I am not sure how we would do that with the horses, of course.
Horses can swim.
Yeah, we can ride across rivers and horses. I've seen Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, cowboys do it all the time.
But
But
or cowboys.
yeah, we can find a place to ford. But the question, I mean, here's the thing: is that we can't perpetually be faking where we're going. At some point, we have to say fuck it, and then just start going our normal business. And if they happen to find us, they find us. Like we threw him off the trail as far as we could. And if he happens to be like, oh, they went south, but I'm sure they went back north, and they find the inn, then he finds the fucking inn. You know what I mean? Like everywhere we go, let's just say we're going. Not everywhere. Like, let's flip a coin, and on the times where it's heads, we'll say which way we're really going. On the time that it's tails, we'll pretend. Because if we say we're going the opposite direction every time, eventually he'll just start going the opposite direction every time and know where we are anyway. But if we leave it to random chance, it'll always be different. And technically, research shows whichever side is facing up actually land 51% of the time. It's not 50-50.
Hmm.
The more you know. Do we want to cross the river before we start doing that, though? Or do we want to sleep at this inn?
So if
I mean-
if we keep going, we would hopefully end up at Anthelia's farm, where
Yeah.
she herds her sheep, I suppose. But I have no idea if there's a shield there.
Hmm.
Whereas at the inn, we met some dwarf. Wasn't he some sort of warrior of some kind? I can't
His
read my
name
notes.
was,
Well, he is looking for me. Perhaps I could sleep out here with Darrow and the Morning Cloak. Louis could go to inn, see if there's shield.
We could just leave you out here entirely and go to the inn and be like, remember that chick that was with us? We abandoned her because some knight was chasing her. Bye. And then they'll be like, oh yeah, she went over the mountain.
Yes.
I like these ideas absolutely. I don't think that I should go in because I don't want to be. Last time I went in there, I had to sleep indoors. You see, it was not a pleasant experience.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. Hear that?
But absolutely, I do think that yes, Sir Morning Cloak and Master Dewey, you have the gift of speaking and the gift of the sword. I do believe that you are the best suited for entering and finding out if there are weapons and perhaps supplies of some kind.
All right. Sounds like a plan. Let's do it.
Okay.
I must.
So you guys go inside. And I might as well just bring up the room again. It is... Where is the map? Oh, cool. Your characters are already in here. That makes it easy. All right. So you guys enter the inn. And, well, actually, Cerriel's not here, right? Just Morning Cloak and Louis.
Mm-hmm.
She is not here. Stig is here, the dwarf. He sees you when you come in. Oh, I never thought I'd see you again. Well met. He raises a mug upon your entering. You also see the young halfling, Helemi. She looks across the bar at you guys a little bit fearfully. But she nods in your direction.
Does she look like she's afraid of us, or like she's...
Well, if you
in
remember
danger or
last
afraid of
time,
something?
she was part of a plot that killed this this old soothsayer woman by leaving her in the cellar. So she feels bad about it, and seeing you guys again, you know, reminds her of that.
Because we made
I yell from
her-
the door.
Did we make her bury the hag?
Yes.
You guys did, yeah. I think she was part of it, yeah.
Am I in here at all?
Oh, you're not in here? All right, let me put you in here.
Okay. And did Cerriel, were Cerriel and Daryl gonna not come with us, or did they decide to come with
We
us?
are not here. We are not here. No.
Okay.
Yeah, so the dwarf calls out from the thing and was like, "Oh, he's the one I slapped the shit out of a couple times, right?"
Oh, while he was paralyzed in the weird illusion.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's them.
Yeah. Oh, hey,
Seems to have gotten over it.
you.
Oh, come on. I'm sure you have stories to tell me. Have a seat, have a drink, have a bite.
Just a moment, good sir.
Of course.
I look at Louis and I'm like, wait, what are we doing here?
Usually you know that. I just tend to follow along. But, no, we need to get you a shield. Possibly some supplies.
Supplies, that's right. Helema,
Yes?
what are we doing?
Oh, very well. How are you?
Quite well. I've put my past behind me and live in the now. Just like you, right?
Just like me.
So how about a meal?
Oh, of course.
get
of
two.
course. Yes, I'll be
Yeah.
right there. And she kind of goes off through this back door here, rummages around a little bit, and comes back out with some meals. Is there anything you guys would like to do while she's doing that, or you guys just want to wait?
I ignore the dwarf and his probably incessant yelling
Yeah.
at us to come see him.
Okay.
I'll just keep
All right.
waving,
Look-
like, 1 second. 1 second.
I'm gonna look down the basement.
Oh, there is a basement right there, huh? Oh, okay, yeah. So you go down there, and
I wasn't gonna go down. I was just looking down
oh,
there.
you're just looking. Okay, yeah, you see stairs.
Like looking down the stairwell,
Yeah,
yeah.
you just see stairs leading down to darkness.
Don't hear anything, no other old ladies.
No, you don't hear any ghostly anythings. Everything feels very normal.
Okay.
Yeah, I know, right?
Must be the wind.
It puts the lotion on its skin, or else it gets the hose again. Oh yeah, you haven't seen Silence of the Lambs yet. That's right.
You ever seen Silence of the Lambs?
Jessica has not seen that
Oh
movie.
no, I know the joke. That guy used to.
Oh, okay.
It's like a
I mean,
requirement.
you've seen Joe Dirt. Same shit.
I haven't seen Joe Dirt.
Wait, did you just say
You never
Joe Dirt's
watched
the same
Joe
as Silent
Dirt?
of the Lambs?
No, the scene is the same. But
Oh.
aren't you like a horror aficionado? You literally wore like the Shelley costume
I mean,
for
for
Halloween.
the most
and
part,
shit.
but okay. So I've only seen certain parts of Silence of the Lambs.
Did you like hide behind your eyes or something? I don't understand.
No, just like through it being on TV and stuff, or maybe when I was a kid. I think I was a little
You
too
were
young.
occupied.
Yeah.
Turned it on, Netflix and chill, miss the ending. Makes sense.
But I know everything about it. And that guy used to shop at Trader Joe's when I worked there.
Ted Levine?
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wait. She a great big fat person.
Oh my God. Let's continue.
All right, let's move on. Another line. from the
So-
movie.
He's just looking down into the dark basement. That's all we're. That's what he's
I
doing?
guess that's what Louis doing. Yeah, the food
I
she
was just
brought.
making sure there was no old ladies down there.
The food is out. It's steaming. It's heaping.
You don't happen to have any old gear or equipment lying around, antique or not, shields, maybe things like that in the storage, do you?
No weaponry here of any kind. We're just an inn. But Stig might have something. He's a warrior of sorts.
So he says repeatedly.
I imagined
you.
that there would be some weapons if you angrily stormed up to the hag's house. I wouldn't imagine you did it unarmed.
Oh. Gift of gab. Always knows the right thing to say.
Well, she would come here willingly, periodically, and during... Oh, I can't believe you're making me say this again.
Yes, no, we don't. We're good. It's fine. The past is behind us, right, Master Louis?
Who's gonna look behind him? I guess so.
Oh my god. I just grab him by the shoulder with our food and like walk towards Stig.
Okay. You walk towards Stig. Oh, it's about time. How have you lads been?
So good.
Oh yeah, where are the horses? With Cerriel and Darrow? Okay.
Yeah, we could have just walked up or tied him up
Yeah, I
outside.
just wanted to
there's
make
like
sure.
a hitching post, right?
Yeah,
Small
yeah, yeah.
place.
I wasn't sure if you left them outside or if Cerriel and Darrow are with them or what.
Yeah, I assume Cerriel kept. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
we're
her
done.
horse. Yeah, I mean, they're
We
both
don't-
her horses now, I guess.
Yeah. We don't want them to see me or the horses. If possible.
Hmm. Well, don't tell me everything at once.
Yeah, I got in a fight. I lost my shield.
Oh.
You don't happen to have one laying around, do you?
That I might. I don't really have much use for it anymore. And he pats his belly. This is, this here, and he throws his arms out, is my battleground. Might be a little bit small for you, but, you know, it'll make do.
I think my last shield was what one would call a small shield.
So did you discard your shield? I can't remember. Or did you hang on to
It's
it?
probably just like strapped to the horse or something. It's broken. Like
You
it's
have it, but it
it's
just needs to be repaired. Okay.
yeah. So like if I can't find one, I'll get it repaired. But if I find one, then I guess I could still get it repaired. But like I'll have two, just double shield. You know.
Okay. So he
Technically, I could double shield in melee, realistically, because you can attack. Shields are weapons in this fucking game. They don't.
yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, be right back. And he saunters away. He actually goes down the staircase, disappears. Hears some clattering, comes back up, dusting off this round shield. Here you are.
Thank you so much.
Of course. You saved my boy. I owe you more than this, but alas, I am not a wealthy man. So, hopefully it will do.
Maybe you could help us out another way as well.
How
If
do you
anyone
mean?
else comes looking for us, just tell them that we continued to head south. I mean, that's where we're heading anyways, but just tell them that we're heading there.
He he leans over and he like closes one eye looking at you. You didn't happen to get into any trouble, did you?
Well, I mean, you know, they say as a bard, if you don't make a few enemies, you don't make it at all, so...
I'm not sure what that means in bard speak, but anyway. All right, because I don't mind helping you, but I'm a man of his word. I don't take kindly to lying. So, who is looking for you? Give me a description.
Who's gonna look at Morning Cloak? You got a better look at him than I did.
Yeah, you weren't even there. Just so I know whose I'm looking out for. That's all.
Well,
What is
you
that?
remember that annoying little man and that elf girl that was with us?
Yeah, of course I do.
Well, we got in a bit of a tiff. Separated as a party, but Louis here, with his sticky little bard fingers, took something of the half man's, and we believe they're still looking for us. And I don't want to have to kill the little guy, so we're just trying to avoid them.
He's very persistent.
He's kind of stroking his beard, mulling it over. Why don't you roll me a persuasion or bluffing? Either one.
Well, so
Boon, right? Because they're helping each other.
Is yeah, if Louis is helping, yeah.
do I have to roll it, or is Louis rolling it?
Well, I mean, you told the story. Unless
Yeah, I
Louis, you
guess.
have
So I
some
have a-
more stuff to add, and then you can roll.
I
Let
believe he
me
has
reinforce
shoes
it
on
with the
too.
song.
Yeah, I'm gonna be pen tapping on the table the entire time to add ambience.
So a boon for Louis' help. Is that what's
Yes.
going on?
Yeah, you get a boon.
Nope. Let's see. My persuasion's not that bad. I'll put a couple points in it.
Yeah. Okay, you succeed. He buys your story. Because he did seem a man that was, truth is very important to him, so he needed to make sure he had your back for the right reasons. Okay, so he agrees to watch your guys' back, or, well,
Yeah.
basically if somebody comes asking for you, to do what you said.
Yeah. And if anyone else comes asking for the half man and the elf girl, just it might be allies of theirs. So, same thing. We weren't here, or we went wherever you would like us to go.
Very well. Say no more.
Great. I won't. Thanks for the shield. I clap him on the back, and I'm just gonna go back to Helma. Hey, could we get some provisions for the road, young lady?
How many do you need? On
How
the
many
house,
do
of
we
course.
need? I wonder loudly.
One.
How many
per-
can you carry, Louis? Because I'm quite burdened.
I can carry 0.4 of a ration.
So one.
Point
So
four?
0.25. You can carry one ration.
Yeah, me too. Oh yeah, it was asked in the chat if the horse had saddlebags. I don't know if that was ever answered.
Yeah, let's see what, yeah. That's why I was saying you guys could put stuff on it.
Yeah, we can get a little bit overburdened just to walk back to the horses.
Yeah,
right?
you
Like,
guys,
it's not a big
let's
deal.
just say you offloaded some things. No big deal. I'm not going to make you guys
Yeah,
drop items. to
I'll
get
at
to
least
the food.
take. Yeah, I'll at least take one weight of. So I'll take 4, I guess. One.
Okay. Yeah, she gives
Because
them
the horse
to you
can carry like
free of
10.
charge.
Oh, great. Well, then how about 2?
Well, what do you mean got 2, which is what? 4 days?
I currently have 4 rations, and if I get like another 4 rations, is that what's happening?
Yeah. So she'll give you
Great.
4 more, yeah.
Great. Okay. Dope. Thank you so much, lady. And again, remember, past is behind us. Shit happened. Let's go, Duck.
Okay, so you guys
and I leave.
head on out. So it is nighttime outside. But I think we're at time, so maybe we should end it there. Let me bring up the map really quick.
That went quick.
Yeah. No bloody horse heads. Interesting, very stealthy maneuver. So yeah, we're going to end the session there, everybody. No combat encounters whatsoever. Thank you, everybody out there on the stream who joined us tonight, and thank you for watching us in the future if you're checking it out later. Thank you, Patrick, for the amazing module. I swear I'm going to upgrade it to 1.7 next week. Dragonbane support, Year Zero engine. Hi, Matt Der Catastropha. Andreas, thank you for the tunes. And thank you guys for watching. Anything we want to announce before we drop?
Just some weekly scroll stuff coming up. We got tomorrow. We've talked about Cloud Empress a bunch on the show. We've had Watt on, the creator, a couple of times, play the game a little bit. We're actually going to finally do a full review of it. It was all the physical fulfillment was done, which is great. I think it was done early. It took less than a year to get everything finished, written, printed, distributed, and sent out. So that was awesome. So we're going to actually review that tomorrow. And then on Friday, we'll be playing it, myself, Hunter, with Christian Cerriel, who is a dev editor on the project running it, and Josh Demansky, who runs a lot of our side quests, as our third. We'll actually be getting to play that as our side quest. Episode 5, been a while since we did a side quest. So Cloud Empress, not the weekend, but Thursday, Friday coming up.
Cool. All right. Well, we will see everybody next week and see what happens next. So thanks again. See you next week.
Bye, y'all.